Alright guys, what we have here is a photo shoot I did for this family. I actually had 4 shoots this day. There's 154 photos and I already started editing some. What I want to show you today is how this works with Capture One. Online you'll see a lot of tutorials about how it works with Lightroom, and you'll see that it has a beta program for Capture One. What I didn't get from any of the videos I watched is how well does it work with Capture One. When you turn the knob, how much is it gonna affect the picture? Is the contrast gonna jump up by 5 points, by 10 points? So I've edited all these photos. I programmed each of these buttons to do something. When I turn the knob for contrast, for example, right now it's at 28. If I turn it once, now it's 29. This is the kind of thing that I didn't know how it was gonna work when I bought it. I tried it out. If it didn't work this way, the way it does, I was gonna return it. So this is meant for a lot of things, but it works with a lot of things, but I think it's mostly meant for like Adobe software, Lightroom, Photoshop, because it's just meant for that. It works really well for that. This doesn't do everything for Capture One, not everything, but it does mostly everything I want. Like if you have layers, I can't really find a way to switch into a layer without using your mouse, which is okay. I mean, to me it's not replacing the mouse, you're working in conjunction with the mouse. So let me skip through all these. I worked on all these already. Let me go to the last one I worked on. Okay, that's not worked on. This is worked on, this is worked on. So I'm gonna go to this one. If I push this button, it's gonna copy all the settings from that picture and I'm gonna put them here. Those settings are not gonna work on this picture because you can see this is like the sun is coming into the lens. So I'm gonna put it anyways. It got me close. I'm gonna up the contrast, lower the exposure, up the contrast. It's just trying to make it pop a little more. Maybe lower the temperature on it because it's really warm compared to the other pictures. To me, that's good. It's not the greatest picture because there's just so much sun coming into the lens, like that one for example, this one. A lot of my other shoots, the sun had gone down already and it was a lot easier. But here I'll reduce the contrast because I applied the settings from that really high contrast picture that was in the sun. So here, look, I'm upping the exposure. I think that's got me there. So I'm gonna copy these settings and paste them to the next one. And you see how easily it got me there. Go to the next one. It got me there. Maybe a little more contrast. Copy those settings. Wow, there's too much sun coming into my lenses here for sure. My lens. So here I'll up the exposure, copy those settings, paste them here. And check this out guys. Before you used to have to rotate the picture. I made this big knob here be a rotate image. Check out how the image rotates. It's awesome. I love it. So here I made this one be a clone variant button. I cloned it and I'm gonna apply some black and white to that. How easy it is to get a picture and make it into a black and white picture and have it be like a separate picture for people and that they'll love, you know, because now they have even more pictures. Okay, see, another thing I didn't show you is this button here is clearing the color tag. I only had it show me the reds, the ones marked red. You see that here? Those are the ones that I'm using. So this picture is entirely too washed out here. I'm just gonna get rid of it by getting rid of the red. So now it's gone. That one as well, these as well. So I'll keep that because I can't get rid of them all. I'm gonna copy that, I'm gonna paste it here and see what it's got. All right, good. So I'm gonna up the contrast a little bit, lower the exposure a little bit, and I think I'm there, right? You don't want, like, this is a little washed out. The sun's coming in from behind, and their faces are all kind of evenly lit, which is good, but there's too much sun, and that's because the sun was really high. So you definitely don't want, here I'll put undo. See how it undoes it? You definitely don't want this to be washed out. So I'm gonna copy the settings from this and apply it to this. If the photo is taken in the same kind of conditions, same kind of flare, it should be the same, and it is. So maybe a little bit less contrast. Copy those settings, apply it to that. That's perfect. And let's say I really like that, which I do. Styles, just black and white it. It's a whole different picture. That is not good composition. Don't do this. See, this is not good. All this space over here and this here, I'm gonna get rid of this. This is better. See, enough equal space. For me, for my taste. Undo the annotations. So I'm gonna copy the settings from this one and apply it. Ooh, I got rid of it. I'm gonna press undo, because I pushed this button instead of that button. So I'm gonna apply it here. Once you apply it, look, it's already done. Apply it to here. Done. Apply it to here. Maybe a little less exposure, a little more contrast. Good. Copy the settings, apply it here. And I think I'm gonna rotate this picture. See? Just to have the horizon line be good. Apply it here. This one has more flare, it looked like. So I'm gonna up the contrast a little bit, lower the exposures. Copy that, paste that, rotate. Here I think I misfocus. They're not exactly focused and the rocks are more focused. I'm just gonna get rid of this. Apply this here. So this photo was taken without all that flare from the sun, so I need to adjust and reduce the contrast. Or maybe something you can do is go look for a photo like this one. I think was done without the flare, without the all that sun coming in, and apply it to this one. You see how much that looks a lot better. Copy it, paste it. His eyes are kind of closed. You don't want that. I'm gonna clear it. She's not really looking at me. I mean, this is like a family picture, so they only really expected like 20 pictures, and they're gonna be surprised when I deliver over 100. So here I'll just raise the contrast more. Here, good. I like my pictures to pop. I know there's a lot of styles out there. There's like light and airy. There's the people that do like the matte, and you know, everybody's got a different style. So here I forgot to copy the settings from that one and apply it to that one. Good. See, perfect. You really should. The program itself isn't like the fastest. I can say that back when I made the switch from Capture One to Lightroom, this program is so much faster than Lightroom. So much faster. Like, I saved a ton of time just going through it. But even now, with this computer that I have, which is a new computer, it's pretty badass, I feel like it doesn't work as fast as I want it to. But that's not the computer's fault. I know it's the software. You know, one day they'll come up with this software that's just gonna be blazing fast, and you can go through. And I know, like, what, half a second saved on every photo is what? How much is it gonna add up to? Here, like, there's a lot of pictures, their hair's all over the place. I'm just gonna get rid of it. That's good, see? I do this thing where I say, oh, look at each other, laugh, tell them that funny joke. And you try and get some of these reactions that are nice and fun and genuine as an orchestrated laugh could be, you know? So So I'm just gonna up the contrast a little bit. Maybe what I can do is lower the blacks a tiny bit too. Maybe I love the contrast dial a little too much, I think. But I just like my pictures to pop. That one has way too much contrast. So something happened between this shot and this shot. Oh, what happened? Between that shot and this shot, the contrast, maybe there was a little more sun coming into my lens for this one picture. So I'm just gonna lower the contrast, copy those settings. Here you can see, look, there's all kinds of sun coming in. Just press undo to get rid of that, paste the settings. And the reason there's sun in this is because I know I got really far back because I'm using an 85mm lens. For all my shots, really. I had another camera with a 35mm lens and I only took it out a couple times to get some really wide shots, but most of the shots were done with the 85 and the 70 to 200 2.8 are like my favorite. Copy, paste. Maybe, you know what, I'll clone that one too, but I should have cloned the last one. This one, clone it, paste it. This hair all over the place is kind of the same as the last picture. That one too. Let me see. The expressions. Okay, I'll paste that. I think the contrast is a little too high on this one, and I can rotate it a tiny bit. I like this horizon line to be like nice and leveled. I think that's good. Copy those settings, apply them. I have my copy and the paste include a lot of things, but not the rotation. That's why I keep having to rotate. It also doesn't include white. Oh, it includes white balance. It includes everything except rotation, I think. It includes the layers as well when I copy and paste. Copy those settings, paste them. I don't know that I love the expression on Mom's face, but I'll keep it. No, Dad has his eyes closed, looking down. This is a shot that I like to do with families. What can I do here? I think that looks pretty good. Copy those settings, paste them here. How about I turn this one into a black and white? The very first thing I tell people is to take stuff out of your pockets, and he did, but look what he left, man. It's like you seriously have to keep watching for these things. I'm just gonna include some of them, too bad. Like you look out for everybody's pockets, and I tell him once, and I think at some point he went back to his car to get something, and I didn't tell him a second time to remove it, and then I forgot. See, and now they are in the shots. I'm not gonna include too many of them. I'm done, but I'm not actually done. I'm gonna go back through it real quick, and what I'll do is I'll clone a couple here and there. I mean, look, how much more work does it give me to clone them into a black and white? It's gonna probably take me an extra few minutes. And I don't know about you, but I like black and white photos. And if I can give them even more photos, oh, you know what? I already did that one, black and white. Look, see, I'm gonna undo the red marking on this. Maybe I'll do that as a phone, black and white. And then I'm done. And then I'm gonna go here and export them. And we're done.
Through this world, will you guide me? Through this pain, will you always hold my hand?